Hey, Stack Mike here, and in this video I'm going to be covering the recently released Sega Genesis Mini 2. Just like the Genesis Mini 1, the Genesis Mini 2 is super tiny. So yeah, it should definitely be easy to find space for. Aw, those tiny little mini systems are just adorable. Just like the previous system, the Genesis Mini 2 has some really great, catchy menu music. It has a loop of several different songs, and it's all good stuff. There are a number of different options, including lots of different wallpapers to choose from, and I gotta say, some of these look really awesome. You can even change the sound chip setting between the Genesis Model 1 and Model 2. Now that's above and beyond. Among a crapload of Genesis games, there's also a handful of Sega CD games on the Mini 2, which I definitely approve of, considering my very first video on here was about how much I love Sega CD. There are over 50 games total, so you have a lot to choose from on here. There is, of course, the Mega Drive Mini 2, which was released alongside this and has some different games included, but I'm just going to be focusing on the Genesis Mini 2 in this video. I won't be going over every single game on the Genesis Mini 2, but I'll cover some of the highlights here. First, there's Sonic CD, which is great to see on here. One really cool thing is that you can change which region version you want to play, so you have access to both of the game soundtracks. There's a brand new port of Puyo Puyo Sun made specifically for the Genesis, so that's pretty cool. I always love access to a good Puyo Puyo game. The only downside of this one is how limited the options are. You get Versus Mode, Practice Mode, and that's it. Still awesome though. One addition I'm really happy about is Super Street Fighter 2, which is my favorite version because I get to play as Cammy. Star is in here, which is probably one of the very best Genesis games and a glaring omission from the Genesis Mini 1. Really glad to see it here. Final Fight CD is another great addition. It's an awesome beat-em-up, and the Sega CD version is probably the best one with its kick-ass soundtrack. There's Sonic 3D Blast, which is a graphically impressive but overall okay game. But hey, more Sonic on here is a good thing. They added freaking Sewer Shark on here, that's awesome. It's my guilty pleasure on the Sega CD and I love seeing it on here. Lots of memories with this one. Clay Fighter is a random and unexpected game to see on here, but hey, why not? It's something different. It's a decent fighting game that doesn't take itself too seriously. Here's Virtual Racing, which looks like absolute shit now, but this was a technical marvel back in the day. Polygons on the Genesis is truly a sight to behold. There's a game on here called Star Mobile that got cancelled 30 years ago, and finally now, in 2022, is released in the Genesis Mini 2. It's a decent little puzzle game, but I always love seeing stories like these about games, so I'm happy it's on here. They even put Night Trap on here, that's great. So yeah, a wide variety of games and a pretty good selection overall. The emulation on these seems pretty much perfect as far as I can tell, but I'm not exactly a tech expert here. This is a great product that I'm very pleased with, and while the price is a bit higher than some of the other mini consoles on the market, I think it's justified here with everything you get. So that about covers what you'll get with the Sega Genesis Mini 2. This thing is awesome and I absolutely recommend it. Thank you all for watching, I hope you have a hat-stacking good day.